Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome to the first part of my playthrough of Men of Valor. This game came out in 2004, so it's over 21 years ago. And this is a Vietnam War game, it's only on the PC. And I've had one of my Patreon supporters that asked me if I could play this game, do a playthrough of it, and give my thoughts on it. And I've had a few other people that actually recommended me this game, especially after we just finished Black Ops, and we covered a lot of the Vietnam War, and I talked a lot of the Vietnam War's history, and so people were interested in me playing through this game, giving my thoughts on it. I have never played this game before. This is my first time playing it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know much about the story. I heard that this game is very difficult, it is very hard, so we're going to be playing on normal difficulty. You can die really quickly in this game, but some people say this is the greatest Vietnam War game ever made. But this game is supposed to show a more balanced view of the Vietnam War, showing a lot of the stuff that the media necessarily doesn't show you, and in the game, the media is actually portrayed as antagonists. I know that also, because what you go through in the mission, sometimes the ambushes, the attacks, what the media reports is not always the same as what you actually experience, and you'll notice that. And there's a lot of historical facts in this game. There is real Vietnam War footage that's in this game. So it's a pretty cool game, but I hope that you guys like the cosplay I did for this. I tried to dress up as Shepard, the main character, and got the helmet too. And also I thought I would put a pack of cigarettes here also as like a little bit of a cosplay. But anyways, let's do it here, single player. And this is the training. We're gonna do the training here. War is a fear cloaked in courage. General William Westmoreland. Get to the start of the obstacle course, okay? Okay, this is a real training thing. I don't know if the military still does this. I don't think they do, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is something the military did do back in the past, and they did this all the way up until the first Gulf War, I know that. But basically what it is, it's meant to simulate, live fire being shot at you, like automatic fire, and basically the goal of the exercise is you go prone, you cross across the field, the barriers, whatever is in your way, and as long as you don't stand up, you'll be fine, and the machine gun fire is shooting right above you, and if you actually stand up, you'll die. There's actually a scene in Jarhead in the movie where this actually happens. The soldier actually dies after he stands up because he got scared. Health icon in the lower left corner of the screen, okay? When you are at full health, the icon is gold. As you take damage, the gold is replaced with red. Dark red is permanent damage, flashing red is bleeding damage. Bleeding damage will lower your health over time. You can stop bleeding damage by bandaging your wounds. Okay. Hold F to bandage. Managing is more effective if you're not moving. And also, this game is not played with a controller. It's only played with mouse and keyboard, and so I'm gonna I'm gonna have a hard time. I'm not that great with mouse and keyboard. Target practice is next, oh. Oh, the M14, the US used this before the introduction of the M16. I guess I'm not that bad. Real grenades? Oh, I love how they bounce. Oh crap. Not good. Okay. Here we go. Climb down the ladder and head north to the bunker. Okay. Please don't give me a copyright claim. Oh, machine gun, M60. M67, oh, that's a grenade launcher. Oh, cool, okay. Nice. Pick up the buckshot ammo and shoot the target 3 times. Press Alt. Oh. Shotgun round. Use cover fire to targets and disable the turrets. Use lean out allows you to fire from behind cover. Lean R mouse and strafe or... Oh, okay, I got it. Many trails in Indian country have been booby-trapped. Charlie's very clever and often conceals traps with foliage. Charlie means Viet Cong. These are punji sticks. A lot of times these are made out of bamboo. These are some kind of grenade trap. Oh yeah, here you have the actual bamboo sticks. But anyways, about these is, if you even stabbed your foot on this, you could die. Because what the Viet Cong would oftentimes do is they would poop on these sticks, and there would be a lot of bacteria on them. And so if you actually stepped and impaled your foot on that, what would happen is all of that bacteria would go into your wound, and you could get a fever. You could actually might have to get it amputated. It would be a really horrible, slow death. So even just stepping on it could actually get you killed. Live fire training. Mark the bunker for an artillery strike with a smoke grenade. Okay. There are 5 targets in the jungle. They could be VC. That's Viet Cong. Crap. Oh, yeah, airstrikes coming in. Have completed the training course. Amputation or crippling wounds to the lower extremities were 300% higher in Vietnam than in... Ooh. I do like the real-life footage they show.
After years of sending advisors, supplies, and military assets to combat insurgency in
this started
South
under
Vietnam,
JFK. He started sending advisors to Vietnam.
Decides to commit ground troops to guard its bases and personnel from rising guerrilla activity. In March of 1965, the 9th Marine Expeditionary Force comes ashore at Da Nang to provide protection to the airfield and vital port. Greeted with enthusiasm by the local population,
I like that they showed that footage
hope
there.
Their presence will deter Viet Cong activity in the vicinity of Da Nang. But this is not to be. As guerrilla activity intensifies, American military personnel become favored targets. Within a month, President Johnson authorizes the Marines to begin offensive combat.
One of the worst American presidents.
Around Da Nang.
He passed the Gulf of Tonkin resolution.
These operations are small in scale, aimed at locating the Viet Cong and preempting their attacks. Most engagements are intense, but over quickly, as the Viet Cong disperse before the superior firepower of American forces. These actions result in much higher casualties for the Viet Cong than for the Americans they attack, prompting many observers to suggest that the conflict in Vietnam will be a very short one.
How wrong they were. People thought that we would win in Vietnam very quickly. What I was going to say about Johnson, the reason that Johnson is one of the worst American presidents of all time is because he passed the Gulf of Tonkin resolution. And the Gulf of Tonkin resolution, it was after the Gulf of Tonkin incident. The first attack on the U.S. ship in the Gulf of Tonkin incident, that first attack did happen. Nobody was hit, I believe, and it was happening in the Gulf of Tonkin, and the U.S. claimed it was international waters. North Vietnam claimed it was their waters. North Vietnamese patrol boats, torpedo boats, fired at the American ships, and then a few days later they claimed that there was a second incident. That second incident never happened. It was actually covered up, and the NSA were the ones who covered it up, and they created the incident. And Johnson passed the Gulf of Tonkin resolution, which basically allowed the U.S. to enter the Vietnam War without a formal declaration of war. And what happened is the draft was then created, and thousands of young people had their lives destroyed. So I blame Johnson for getting so many Americans killed with just that draft and that Gulf of Tonkin resolution that he had passed.
Have you seen any action yet?
Action? Hell, 2 days ago I got my ass bitten off by fire ants. Other than that, no. Been working on my suntan. This country is beautiful though, ain't it?
It sure is. Okay, Don, I think that's all. Thanks, soldier. Fire ants. Jesus.
Exciting stuff, Morris.
Don, let me get a sign-off here. This is Morris Schiffer reporting from the Da Nang Air Base, Vietnam, with the Marines of the 3rd Battalion.
The reporters are antagonists in this game also because they don't always report what's actually happening.
Yo, Chef, pick up that football. It's under the truck.
Crawl under, it's V, okay. Roll.
Right here, man. Nice toss. Grease up. Heads up. Horse. Go along.
Shoot, I'm a defensive tackle, man. Keep that thing away from me.
Shepard!
Did you get that?
Come back! See that?
Christ,
What the hell
man.
was that?
Get your asses in gear! I want you men to grab your gear and get back here in 15. Victor Charlie is launching those rockets from the surrounding hills. I don't expect they'll be around when we get out there, but we'll take a few patrols out there just in case. Dismissed.
In reality, though, he'd be screaming if there was mortars that were that close. Army H-1Gs totaled 1,038,000 flight hours, and that was Johnson.
Dear Mom, I'm still safe and sound. None of us have seen any real action, although the lieutenant says we're due to head out on patrol sometime soon. Spend most of our time drilling or just throwing the football around. Reminds me of two-a-day football practices back in high school. Us black Marines mostly stick to ourselves and don't get bothered much. Lawrence Stiles, the guy we call Smooth, got in a shoving match with some white guys about butting in line at the mess. But he's from Detroit and has a chip on his shoulder. I did make friends with a big white farm boy from Iowa who everybody calls Hoss, and he keeps most of the crackers off our backs. It's been a smooth couple of weeks. The base gets mortar and rocket fire almost nightly, but no one in my unit's been hurt, and we're almost getting used to it, if you can believe that. The locals are pretty nice to us, and although some of the guys say the villagers are the same ones shooting rockets at us, I have a hard time believing it. It's been dry for a month. Dirt's pretty red. Reminds me a lot of Oklahoma in the summer. I'll write you again as soon as anything happens. I hope you and Dad and Jamie are all right. I think about you all the time. Your son, Dean.
The letters are a big part of the story in this game, and I do like that detail.
Hoss, you must have pissed someone off. Either that, or you're dumber than I thought.
How you figure?
White boy like yourself getting stuck going out in the bush with a bunch of brothers.
Ain't you heard, Smooth? Charlie don't like to fire black folk. The way I see it, I stay close to you. I go home on a freedom bird and not in a body bag.
Man, fuck that noise. Charlie does not discriminate. Still, we keep pulling jobs like this one. We should get out of there now with no more than a scratch.
Then why the hell we riding up top instead of inside the APC?
This tin can hits a booby trap on the road. You don't want to be inside. Shrapnel bounces around in there like a rubber ball.
But up here we sitting ducks for an ambush.
There ain't gonna be no ambush. Lieutenant Trezek says that Charlie got out of here weeks ago. They pop in and shoot a rocket at the base and then leave. Now, grunts have been running patrols.
Oh, no, no.
Last month have seen
Oh,
James
they're
shoot.
stopped. This is not good.
Move that bull, man. We got places to go.
Hey, Hoss, you got experience with them farm animals. Why don't you get out and milk that thing or something?
Very funny, Greaser. Very funny.
Move that goddamn bull, mama son!
Oh!
Get some cover on this side of the APCs. Watch for sniper fire.
I'm looking.
Big crater.
Oh man, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. When I was playing, when I was doing my playthrough of Black Ops 1, this is what I meant when I said that the Viet Cong are a terrorist organization. The Viet Cong would hide, they would pretend to be civilians, they would do bombings, they would kill their own people, and I don't think those farmers that were on the road were Viet Cong. They just happened to be at the wrong place, the wrong time, and the Viet Cong saw that the American convoy had stopped and had blown up the farmer as well, and so they killed their own people. And this is what people don't understand about the Vietnam Wars. The Viet Cong targeted their own people. This is why I say they're a terrorist organization. The torture, the bombings they did, the fact that they wouldn't wear proper uniforms, they pretended to be civilians, they used child soldiers. The Viet Cong, you know, they bombed the My Can restaurant in Saigon is a perfect example of that. And it was a restaurant where a lot of American soldiers like to eat. And they bombed the restaurant, killing all the Vietnamese civilians inside because they didn't care as long as they hurt the American soldiers inside. And during the Vietnam War, the Viet Cong and the North Vietnamese killed somewhere between 100,000 to 250,000 civilians. They killed a lot of their own people. And if you didn't agree with them, if you did not help the Viet Cong, they would burn down your village, they would kill you. So this is what people don't understand. And whenever I bring up stuff like this and I say stuff like this, people always say, oh, you support the American involvement in Vietnam or you support American imperialism, blah, blah, blah. No. I've said several times that I don't think it was a good idea going into the Vietnam War. If we wanted to go, we should have sent a volunteer force to help South Vietnam. Not actually, you know, do a draft and force young people against their will to go. But just because we might not have had the best reasons to go into Vietnam does not make the Viet Cong and the North Vietnamese the good guys. You can have a war where both sides are not justified and both sides are wrong. But that's what people struggle to understand. They think that the Viet Cong are like freedom fighters, when in reality they're terrorists.
For that red spot over there? Shit, man, anybody got an E-tool?
Show some fucking respect, asshole. That could be any one of us over there.
Sorry, sir.
You see anything, Tony?
Negative. Wait, hold on a second. Snipers along the tree line!
Contact. Gooners on the tree line. This is
Searching
what
bodies.
For,
Oh.
Marines. Move up to cover. Come on.
I can't believe this, man. Contact! Shit! Smooth, you forget how to use that rifle? Damn it, put out rounds!
Kiss my black ass wild boy. It's still 14 on 5 stats.
Oh, you wanna trade?
Will you two shut the hell up? Shit!
Damn, I took so much damage already. I'm only playing on normal difficulty. Yeah, this game is definitely hard. Oh, I found a med kit. Okay, cool.
All right, it's tighten up time. We're going in there after them. They may be setting up an ambush, or they may have already skied out. Peep the trails for booby traps. Keep an eye on your team and fire discreet bursts. Let's move out!
An estimated $600 million in damage was caused in North Vietnam during the Vietnam War at a cost of $6... Oh. So the game does give you a lot of facts along the way.
Keep your eyes open.
I do like that. I wish I could pause the loading screens to fully read it, because my PC just loads everything so quickly. Oh, SKS, I have an SKS in real life. This is the, this is a Soviet, rifle. It was made at the end of the war, at the end of World War II, and the SKS actually fires the, 7.62x39, the same cartridge that the AK-47 fires, so it wasn't the first, the AK-47 wasn't the first gun that fired a 7.62x39, it was the SKS. But the SKS only saw service for a few years, and then was replaced by the, AK-47, but about the SKS is, the SKS was very popular with Viet Cong forces. What was that? Continue up the hill and watch for traps. Oh, great. Oh, the PPSH, yes, Soviet World War II submachine gun. This definitely would have been used in Vietnam. The Soviets gave the Viet Cong a lot of this. I see another trap right there. Press space to cut wire. Okay, cut. There's a grenade trap. pretty good at this.
Charlie must be protecting something up that hill. Looks like we might have hit Pater today. Let's take out those spider holes.
Damn, I can't see anything here. Crap. I almost died there. That's how easy it is to die in this game. I'm gonna see if I can find more bodies to search, but...
Looks like Charlie's dug in on the top of that hill. Check, I can call for some partners if you get close enough to get those coordinates.
Shit! Get on up there, get those cords!
Crap. Found some help. Oh crap. How am I supposed to move up on this? Damn. Okay, within range now. Get the cover. Hopefully this trench is enough for me to hide in. Oh no.
Let's get up there and count the meat.
Yeah. Oh, medkit.
Damn, look at that. They must have been using that dirt ramp to launch rockets at the base. Ingenious bastards.
Slick-ass mothers. How'd he get that rocket up here?
Get some cover and fire on the tree line. Get some of this. 6, we need some napalm on the tree line. Ship fire Niagara, 100 meters. Fire for effect. Over. We got a fast river on deck with some napalm. Lay chilly and watch your flanks.
Dear Dad, you told me I would see things over here that I'd never want to know about. Well, we finally got sent out on patrol, looking for VC who were shooting rockets at the base. We were rolling along on top of the APCs when some locals shoved a water buffalo out in front of us. I thought they were just some farmers with a stubborn animal. But when one of the guys got down to help him out, he stepped on some kind of landmine. Then the shooting started and I knew we'd been ambushed. Lieutenant Tracek, the one we call Zook, got the rest of us through okay, and we managed to chase off the VC, but we were all scared as hell. Except for the guy, I don't even know his name, who stepped on that booby trap. Dad, I don't think there was a piece left of him bigger than my fist. We're all Marines here, and we're tough as they come, but what happened to him made us all realize that sometimes you don't even get a chance. All we can do is stick together and watch each other's backs. Don't tell Mom about the fight. She just worry about me all day. Sincerely, Dean.
Okay, so I guess we will wrap this up here, guys. I'm enjoying this game so far. It is pretty challenging, but I am enjoying this game, and I do like the letters and the historical footage that they're showing, and hopefully I enjoy the rest of the game as we get through it. But I'll have the next part for you guys as soon as I can. If you guys enjoy this series, do drop a like. It does help me out a lot, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.